Hello guys, and what is up? It is TrueGamingHD here today, and welcome back to another video. So this one's not going to have anything to do with gaming. In fact, I'm going to be giving you a little Photoshop tutorial. I'm basically just going to be showing you how I make my, thumbnails for my streams and videos and stuff like that. So yeah, this video is a tutorial, and it's also showing you how I make my thumbnails, because why not? I got bored, and yeah, just why not? I thought it'd be a fun little thing to record, I suppose. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and head to your browser here. If you've been paying attention to my live streams, and you will know that I'd like to stream some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild someday. So what I normally do is I'm going to search up Zelda Breath of the Wild. Here we are, I've already got it searched up here. Just go ahead and search up whatever game you want. It can be any one. First of all, you want to go ahead and search up the logo. So let's hit enter here with a nice logo on our thumbnail. So yeah, some images are transparent and some are not. You'll know this because if I click on this one here, this is transparent. You'll know that because of the checkered background. This one is not. Now in some cases you only find non-transparent images which just have a normal white background, and I'm going to show you how to make it transparent. So just go ahead and click save image as. I'm going to save it to my desktop, but you can save it to anything you want it to be saved on. And then create new, and then hit 1920 1080. You can hit any resolution you want, but I recommend you do that. So after that, you want to go ahead and locate your image, and then you want to drag and drop it into Photoshop here. And then after that, hit C on your keyboard and crop it, just like the way I'm doing right now. It's not really a necessary thing to do this, I suppose, but it does make the image smaller, and I can imagine it makes the file a lot more smaller as well, giving you a lot more space in your computer. So second thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and hold shift on your keyboard, and then you want to left click on background here, so both of your things are selected, background and a picture. You want to go ahead and right click and merge layers. I don't know why you need to do this for, but that's just Photoshop. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and click E on your keyboard, and you'll notice on your toolbar here it's selected this. Now if it doesn't look like this, just go ahead and click on it. Is it right click or left click? It's right click. So go ahead and right click on it, click magic eraser tool, and then click anywhere on the screen which is white. Don't click on the sword, otherwise that will happen. Well, don't click on like anything that's not white. So yeah, click on the white background, boom. And sometimes stuff like this will happen where these spots here will refuse to go away, I suppose. So just simply click on them to make them go away. Very nice. Oh, didn't mean to get rid of the letter there. Alright, just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, this is going to take a while. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the point where I'm finished. Alright, so I'm back. I went ahead and make this full logo transparent. As soon as you've done this, what you want to do, you want to go ahead and click File, Export, then quick export as a PNG, and then just go ahead and, store it wherever you want. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on my desktop. And in fact, I'm going to give it a different name. I'm just going to name it FDDD, whatever I did there. And after that, you want to go back to your other image here. You want to go back onto Google, and then you want to go ahead and search up a background. It can be blue, it can be green, it could be a picture of your cat, it could be a screenshot of the game you're going to be streaming. Your background can be anything, it is up to you. But I like my backgrounds to be screenshots of games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the logo here. And then I'm going to type in screenshots. You can add 4K to it at the end if you like to. I like to type in 4K because, it's the sharpest and most high quality pictures. So, yeah, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and find an image which is 4K or 1920 1080p. You don't have to, but that's what I'll do anyway. This one's 1920 1080. I know it's not 4K. You may be asking me why the hell did you type in 4K if you're going to pick a 1080p image. I don't know. I guess I'm an idiot. But, yeah, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and save that to wherever you're going to save it again. Go back onto Photoshop, and then just simply drag and drop that into here, and now we have a nice little background. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and click hold shift, right click, and then merge layers again. After you've done that, here's where the logo comes in handy. Go ahead and put that in there. So yeah, I'm just going to show you a bit of a before and after image. Sorry, I forgot to do some white bits there, but that doesn't matter because I don't think I'm going to use this thumbnail anyway. It's just an example. So yeah, here's a before and after image. This is before, and that is after right there. We have a nice brand new image here without a white background, and this is the old shitty one we had before. So yeah, what you want to do is, if you want to go ahead and reposition it, hit Control, hold Control, then hit T, and then it'll free transform it. You can go ahead and move it wherever you want. I don't actually know where to put my logo. I'm thinking I might put it in the middle. And yeah, if I go ahead and try and pull it up like this, then the upper part of a sword, or the bottom part, I don't know, will be cut off. So what you can do is, if you like, you can go ahead and make that small. And also another little tip, which is pretty useful, you can hold shift and you can do this as well. So if you want to stretch it, if you want to squeeze it, if you just want to do it like that, or make it upside down, I suppose, that's up to you. So yeah, just a little tip, if you want to do that, just hold shift and then just reposition it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make it like that, because it was a bit squished out there. And let's go ahead and make it a bit more bigger. And boom, there we go. And I forgot to do one more thing. Make sure it's positioned in the middle of the screen as well. You don't want it over here, because that's just annoying. Well, you can if you want, it's up to you. But I like mine in the middle of the screen, as I said earlier. Now, after that, this isn't really a necessary thing you need to do, but I like doing it anyway. Go ahead and find your image here. Right click on it, and then click blending options. And then after that, go ahead and click stroke. Now this will basically make a outline, a black outline. It looks a lot more better, but sometimes the lines can be a bit thick. So if you don't like the way it looks right now, I don't really like the way it looks right now, you can just simply go ahead and make it smaller, or you can make it bigger if you like, but that doesn't really look nice. So we're going to go ahead and make it a bit more smaller here. There we go, that's nice, I suppose. And you can actually add a drop shadow to it as well. You can add a gradient overlay if you want the logo to be a different colour if you like. But yeah, we're going to leave that. Let's add a drop shadow. As you can see, it adds a nice little shadow here. If you don't really like the look of it, you can reposition it so it's up or down, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. And you can adjust the distance as well, so it's like that, which looks pretty nice, I suppose, but we're going to go ahead and have it like this, so I think that's a bit too much. So yeah, let's have that like that. You can make it dimmer, you can make it darker as well, but I think I'm just going to have it a bit like that. I like that. And then you can adjust the size. And that looks pretty nice, to be honest. I think it's a bit too much, so we're going to go ahead and reduce it a bit. And there we go. We've edited our logo there. Now, what we're going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and type in True Plays. So hit T on your keyboard, or hit this T right here. And on my thumbnails, I like to go ahead and type in True Plays, and then that up the top. I think I'm going to go ahead and just move it up to the top. So as soon as you finish with your little text, go ahead and click the tick. Control T if you want to reposition it. I'm going to make it a bit more bigger, and I'm also going to go ahead and put it there. And this is one thing I actually forgot to do. I'm not sure if you can download a font for this, the Zelda font, or not, but we're about to find out. So yeah, this is a thing I like to do. I don't do it all the time, but I do like to do it when it's available. So basically, if you want to go ahead and, oh sorry, that's OBS. If you want to go ahead and right, just imagine your name's True. If you want to go ahead and type in True Plays, and you want to make the letters look like the Zelda letters here, go ahead and type in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild text font. Now there's one good website called dafont.com. Here it is right there. I do apologise if I pronounced that wrongly, but here we are. Luckily they've got one. You can basically type in anything you want and it will look like the Zelda letters right there. And yeah, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and click download. You will need a zip program for this, 7-zip, WinRAR or something else. Click OK. Should be another little box coming up here. Go ahead and get rid of that. Double click on this, hit install, and then after that, I actually don't know the name of this. I think it's called The Wild Breath of Zelda. Wow, what a name. So let's go back onto Photoshop. Click on this again. So if it's like this, just go ahead and click on it again. Go down to here, And what was it called again? I actually forgot what it's called. It's called The Wild Breath of Zelda. Okay. Breath of Zelda. I might have said that wrong, but yeah. Let's have a look. Here it is. We got that. And when you click on it, you may notice that it does nothing. That's because you have to hold Control, then hit A, and then type it in again. So let's type that in again. And boom, as you can see, our text looks similar or the same as the logo right here. Now, if you want to make it a lot more better, if you don't want it just a plain old boring white font, you can edit it a bit. So what I'll do is, same as last time, which we did the logo, just go ahead and go over here, right click, click blending options, and we have our options here again. I always use stroke. I love using strokes on this. So go ahead and click on a stroke. Inner shadow can be nice sometimes as well, but I think I'm going to go ahead and skip that for now. And we can go ahead and use a drop shadow. I think that's a bit too much, so we're going to go ahead and just do that a bit. I don't really like the look of that at all, so I'm going to try and make this look good. Let's have a look. That looks nice. And you can use a gradient overlay. I will show you that in a couple of seconds, but first I want to show you something else. If you want the same colour as the logo here, and you can't bother to go scrolling through the colours over here, there is a thing which I actually forgot what it's called, Eyedropper Tool. What you can do is you can click anywhere on the screen, and it will basically spot the colour. Let's click on Link here. Apparently that's Link's skin colour. You can go ahead and click the bucket, and then you can just click OK, by the way, and then you can, you know, have the logo's colour looking like this. But I want it looking like that, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild logo. So let's go back on, I forgot what it's called already, Eyedropper Tool, click on the logo here, and then go back on to bucket, and with a bit of hope, hopefully, it'll look the same. There we go, it looks the same. That looks nice. And I think I'm going to stick it, I think I'm going to keep it like this, but I will be showing you how to use a gradient overlay, I think it's called. So yeah, go back onto blending options, tick gradient overlay. This is my thing by default, always use that. But if you want to go ahead and change it, just click this box here. Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, maybe I'm on the right thing. And there's a ton of things to go through here. So blues, you can click a bunch of blue boxes and just see what ones you like, I suppose. We've got purples, which look like that. We've got pinks, which look like that. We've got a bunch of colours here, so just go ahead and pick what ones you like best. But I think I'm going to stick with the good old little colour here. Alright, so here's another thing I like to do. I like to have my logo down in the corner there. Oh, I have so much programs open, I don't know where Photoshop is. I like to have my little console name there, so I'm playing this in a Nintendo Switch, aren't I? So I'm going to have the logo down in the corner there. So what you want to do is, this is exactly the same as you did with the logo. Just go ahead and type in your console name. So we're going to be playing on the Nintendo Switch. So just go ahead and type in Nintendo Switch logo. You can actually type in transparent as well to make your life easier. So instead of just making the image transparent, you can actually search transparent image just to make your life easier. And with a bit of luck, we have actually got a transparent Nintendo Switch image. But there is others here as well. Ignore these, by the way. I forgot to say this earlier. If you see an image which is already checkered, do not click it. Well, you can if you want, it's up to you, but it will not work. Let me just show you, because if I go ahead and save this image as, click on desktop here, go back on Photoshop, as you can see, it will not work. It still has a checkered background. That's because it's edited. Someone actually put the checkered background there. It doesn't make it transparent. So find an image which doesn't have the checkers in the background. The checkers, I don't know what to call them. Like this. This is transparent. That is not transparent. Well, I think it isn't anyway. This is transparent because it has a checkers. But let's see. I like this one here. So let's click on this one. It is a bit low resolution though. So in fact, I'm going to see if I can find another one here. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I couldn't find a better one, so I think we're just going to go ahead and stick with this one here. So yeah, just go ahead, click Save Image As, go on Desktop, go on Save. Well, you don't have to go on Desktop, it's up to you. Go on Photoshop, drag and drop that into there, and here we are. We have our beautiful console thing here. and I just noticed that this here actually has some white bits in it. But I already showed you how to make things transparent, so if you're using the same logo as me, you can simply make this bit transparent here. So yeah, what we're going to do is just ignore that, pretend it doesn't exist. I'm going to go ahead and put that down there. I like having my little logos in the corner here. Not too big like that, we don't want it like that. We don't want it too small. I kind of like it medium, kind of like that. I think that'll do right there. And yeah, I think that is about it. I have one more thing to show you. This is optional, by the way. I don't really do this that much. I don't really like the blending options on logos, but it's up to you. You can go ahead and put a stroke on it. You can go ahead and have it a different color with the gradient overlay. You can go ahead and give it a drop shadow, but I don't really like that. I'm also going to slightly edit it so it's over here as well. I don't want it too close to the corner. So yeah, now I'm going to be showing you how to darken the sides of the screen. Now, you may not like the sound of this, but trust me, it does look pretty good in my book. So what you want to do is, you want to go ahead and scroll to the bottom where whatever your image name is, mine's name background. Go ahead and hold shift, left click so it selects everything, right click, and then merge layers. So everything is merged into one picture. Now, what you want to do is, you want to go ahead and click on this little plus sign down here. That's going to add a new layer. And you want to go up to here, edit, fill, and make sure this is white here, and copy down all the settings if you don't have them. Click OK, and then your picture's white. Don't worry, we can get it back, and I'm going to show you how. So go ahead and click on filter up here, lens correction, go on to custom, and then go on to, I don't know how to say that, but just go ahead and have the amount down here, and as you can see, it will darken the sides a bit. Click OK. White screen's still here, but don't worry. One more little thing you have to do, and then you'll see your image back. Click on where it says normal here, and then click on darken. Is it darken? I actually forgot what it is. I think it's multiply. Yeah, it's multiply. Sorry, my bad. Click on multiply. And you may notice that this is way too much. You can actually change it here. Just go ahead and click on opacity, and drag it to the left to reduce it. Drag it to the right to give it more darkness, I suppose. And normally I like it on 50%, but if I don't really like it on 50%, if it doesn't really look good, then normally I'll go for around 70 or 80. And I think 80 looks just fine, to be honest. You can have it on 100 if you like, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on around 80, I reckon. And this is too light. I just want to be sure if I have the right setting. I feel like this is too light. Linear burn, sorry if I pronounced that wrongly, but that looks kind of better. I don't really normally use that, but that does actually look better. But yes, in this case I think I'm going to use linear burn. Alright, you can use darken if you like, but I kind of like linear burn. It's a bit too much though, so I'm definitely going to be putting that on around, I don't know, maybe 60%. I think that'll do. Alright, so if you find an image you like, but it has doesn't have a transparent background, or it doesn't have a white background to make it transparent, just go ahead and follow these steps. So we're going to go ahead and grab a picture of Gavin here, put it on the desktop, save it there, go onto your Photoshop right here, and what you want to do is you want to go ahead and hold Control then N. Click 1920 1080 preset if you have it, if not, create it, and then go on to where you stored your file. Oh yeah, that's right, I have to change the file to JPEG because for some reason this isn't working. God damn it. Okay, so I finally found an image that is compatible. I also noticed that I said this guy's name is Gavin. Sorry, this is Gavin's friend. If I do call him Gavin in the future of this video, which is, I don't know, like a minute or two away from now, then I do apologise. Hopefully you will get right. And I forgot to save the picture as. God damn it. Alright, so let's go ahead and save that image as. I found a better one on there, so yeah, go on desktop, go ahead and save that, and yeah, once you get your image, go onto Photoshop and drag and drop it into here, and then just go ahead and hit C and just have it so it's right on Gavin's friend here, dead on Gavin's friend. I don't know how to say it, so yeah, hopefully you know what I mean. Just go ahead and have it so the picture is just a person. And yeah, what you want to do is now, you want to go ahead and hold shift again. I think you know the drill this time. Click on background, right click, merge layers. This is a bit low resolution. I do apologise. I do recommend you go ahead and pick a better one. but this is just for example. So yeah, hit P on your keyboard. If you don't have it, just go ahead and scroll over to the left here. Click onto this. It's right at the top of the text tool, right below the dodge tool. Left click on that. Sorry, right click. My bad. Wrong one. Right click on this and click pen tool here. So yeah, what you're gonna do is now you wanna go ahead and just left click on the outside of this dude's body right here. And if it's a bit too hard for you to see, you can click Z on your keyboard and zoom in. It's a bit pixelated, I do apologise. Click P again, and if you want to go ahead and move around like I'm doing right now, hold space and hold left mouse. So yeah, now you can go ahead and move around. So I'm going to speed up the video until I finish this dude's, you know, body. And yeah, I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, if you do make a mistake, you can, like, if I do this, that's a mistake, right? You can hold control, and then you can tap Z and get back to the point where, you know, where all your mistakes are removed. And yeah, let's continue the speed up. Alright, I'm back, and here is the finishing product right here. Now, I did do a really bad job on this. I was rushing, but yeah, be sure to take your time while making these type of things. And yeah, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and left click on the image here. Yeah, just go ahead and click around it, because for some reason this stupid shit happens. I think you have to click on the selector here. Go ahead and click on that. Here we are, then left click on it. And then create vector mask. Now we've made a transparent image, but there's also things down here, no problem. Just go ahead and make that transparent by clicking on your magic background remover, and then go ahead and get rid of the stuff here. Now there is some stuff right there, but I'll show you how to do that in a couple of seconds. Let's just go ahead and get rid of everything that we can so far. Right, and in order to get rid of these bits here, you can left click on this, and then left click on the eraser tool. Now, this is a bit too small, so you can Z to zoom in. And, yeah, let's do this. Oh, what is going on? And, you can also go up here. How do you... Where is it? Here it is. You can go on here and you can adjust the size as well. So you can do that. But that is a bit too big, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I think that will do. I'm just going to go ahead and rush this. This is not meant to look perfect, but hopefully you get what I mean here. I'm just going to get... Oh, the hell, my mouse jerked for a second. Sorry about that. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all these bits here. Alright, screw it. Doesn't matter anyway. Not using this for a thumbnail, but yeah, here we are. We successfully have Gavin's friend as a transparent image. Now, yes, it does look horrible, but like again, this isn't really a real thing I'm doing right now. It's just an example thing. So yeah, go ahead and click on File, Export, Quick Export as PNG, do it wherever you want, save, and then go back onto your image here, and then grab Gavin's friend, and here he is. Now, what I like to do is I like to go on to blending options, and I like to put on a good stroke on him. I think I'm going to go ahead and make it a bit bigger. That looks good. So, yeah, there's our thumbnail. I might even have it here. I might even make it very small so I can replace Link. But obviously, it's just going to be a floating torso. So, we can just rotate him here. And boom, there is your picture. I really did hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. And do consider subscribing to join the family. And, yeah, hope you had a good one. I'm also going to quickly show you some pictures before we end the video. So if you go into pictures here, I have a whole bunch of shit in here from past projects and stuff like that. But yeah, here are some future videos that I might do. Here is one of them here. I did actually copy and paste, sorry, not copy and paste. I did actually use a pen tool on this guy here. He's a guy from the Skyrim front cover. I used a gradient overlay on my logo here, and used just a couple of text fonts with stroke and shadow in the background. I've also darkened down the edges a bit. And I also have another one in here as well. Here we are, my Halo multiplayer video. I might do a Halo multiplayer video, I don't know. I'm only making these thumbnails just because I can't bother doing them later on. But yeah, you can have your characters in front of a logo, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's nothing that too special about this one. But here's the Halo one. And I still have to make another one. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later.
In the meantime, this is where I get off.